noon on this Monday afternoon, December 14th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Channel Noon News Report. It's Monday, December 14th, 2020. Times 12 noon. Mountain temperature is 37 degrees at 19. Top stories on the Peter Channel Noon News Report on this Monday afternoon is solar winds partly hacked by Russia serves White House spending on NASA. Winter storm gale that slammed northeast with heavy snow potentially included New York City, Philadelphia, and Boston. We'll have more on that coming up in the weather segment of the Peter Channel Noon News Report coming up in a couple of minutes now. Georgia Senate runoffs early voting begins as requests for mail-in ballots stop 1 million. Bipartisan group to release COVID relief bill as Congress faces pressure to send help. Michigan House punishes GOP Representative Gary Adson for hinting at electoral college disruption. Coronavirus updates. Donald Trump says he's not scheduled for vaccine as first Pfizer. Shipments reaches U.S. healthcare facilities around the country. And U.S. is expected to have immunized 100 million against COVID-19 by the end of March. Former aide accuses Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York of sexual harassment. U.S. sanctions 2 Iranians for the destruction of probable death of former FBI agent Robert Levinson. Sudan, which went shelter bin Laden removed from U.S. tourism list. UK eased rules on blood donations by gay bisexual men. Explosion from external source strikes oil tanker in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Port shut. European markets advance as Brexit trade talks continue. AstraZeneca down 7%. A concession over fair trade concerns as Brexit negotiations between Britain and the European Union moving in, with some saying a deal could be completed by this week, officials said. Japan halts travel campaign amid record surges in COVID-19 cases. Sudan officially comes off U.S. blacklist of terrorism sponsors. Defector Dae Young-ho sails Parliament capitulated North Korea. A Singapore flag oil tanker destruction stuff. Saudi Arabia was struck by an external source early Monday, causing fire damage to the ship's hull. The popular social media platform Reddit said Sunday that there's a German short video app does smash for an disclosing amount of money enough to keep up with wildlife like Facebook and Twitter. After a weekend that saw record numbers of daily COVID-19 infections, South Korea upped its efforts to control infection with measures that included closing schools and opening 150 additional testing sites. In a case that have implications for the rollout of the COVID-19 vaccine, and the player has filed a complaint against the UVA health system for refusing to accept them from getting flu shot on religious grounds. Long lines as early voting begins in Georgia U.S. Senate runoff races. Climate change fuels new toxic algae blooms along the Pacific coast. U.S. news 300,000 COVID-19 deaths as New York City nurse gets one of its first vaccines. Children at increased risk of obesity where there are more convenience stores in their neighborhood. New study shows. Electoral College on Monday said it cast a decide on the votes to elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris as president. In local news, Rehoboth Golf Course sold to new owners. North Attleboro School Chairman objects to state aid plans. Stolen fills a cruiser for families in need. MDA cuts taking shape around the state. Okay, look at that. Stocks. Dow up 187.19 at 3233.36. SP 5 up 13.51 at 3676.87. And NASDAQ up 130.35, 12.516.62. Baker's approval rating takes a hit, and Boston trash piles up in evictions at city artists. 1,700 Boston students back in class as Boston Teachers Union votes no covenants in superintendent. 2 men arrested in a fatal shooting outside Bourne Sports Bar. Boston Council advocates hope to have a rampant multiplication of electronic billboards downtown. The Alexa ticket was a major suspension for AstraZeneca, while the stock is down 7%. Pfizer CEO says in talks with the U.S. on more COVID-19 shots. Climate funds hold less than 1% of the 401k money. About 10.5 hours at Delhi centers to increase the risk of ill health and early death. First, COVID-19 vaccine dose arrived in South in California Sunday night, and snowstorms could impact COVID-19 vaccine delivery. The next Falconide. Let's do delete orbit. Strange exoplanet discovery makes a case for the elusive planet 9. Gemini meteor shower dazzles night skies, and the only total solar eclipse of 2020 is underway. NFC East no longer the worst division ever. And Cleveland Indians to change team name franchise as used for more than a century. At Peter Chill News Time, 12:05. Time now for Peter Chill traffic and trends to check on this. Monday afternoon, MBTA Worcester Line train 1504 10:50 a.m. from Worcester is operating 50 minutes late between Waits Snittigan substation. Greenbush Line train 1075 11:03 a.m. from substation is operating 50 minutes late between East Weymouth and Greenbush due to train traffic at Greenbush Line train 1074 11:08 a.m. from Greenbush is operating 10 minutes between Quincy Center and substation. And the ferries are looking good. Okay, look at the highways and byways in New England. Route 3 to stop on side. A little bit slow on the Plymouth stretch, and a little bit slow on the Weymouth Hingham stretch. Route 6 to the westbound side, so the Highlanders. 84 westbound side, slow on the Newtown Connecticut stretch, and Vermont, New Hampshire main highways are looking good. Peter Chill News Time is 12:06. Time now for Peter Chill Weather Report, and this is going to be a preview of what's going to come on Thursday, as we're going to have mix of rain and snow for today, and we're gonna have a bigger storm on Wednesday night and Thursday. And looking at the radar, shows rain coming over much of Boston and southeast Massachusetts and Cape Cod and much of Rhode Island, except some snow in west Rhode Island and snow in west of Boston and central to western Connecticut and Massachusetts and eastern New York and Vermont, New Hampshire, and rain stretching all the way down to coastal Connecticut and much of New York City, and a little bit of sleet down in western, southwestern Connecticut, southeastern tip of New York State, and raining up the seacoast region of New Hampshire, and snowing down around southern Maine and southeastern Maine and southeastern Maine, and down in Spain. And you see some reports of sleet around in the Attleboro, Providence area. Weak low pressure tracks south of New England Tuesday, bringing a period of snow, sleet, and rain that will range late this morning and afternoon, dry but much colder overspreads the region tonight. Beyond the bottom low, cold high pressure provides dry weather. Tuesday and Wednesday, the coastal storm may bring heavy snow, strong winds, and coastal front end of the region tonight. And Thursday, high pressure brings dry weather. Friday and possibly lingering the next weekend. Cold temperatures at the end of the week likely moderate over the weekend. And mix that rain, sleet, and snow has overspread the region. And this is expected to be the story for the much of the day. Surface temperatures currently 32 to 40 degrees, but with 2 points in the upper 20s, still warm for some evaporate cool and the change rain to the snow island. Potential exists for a winter storm late Wednesday and Thursday, which could bring heavy storms of much of the air, strong winds along the coast and coastal front of beach region of eastern Massachusetts. Okay. Looking at the forecast, goes like this. Rain starts like me after 1 p.m. Cloud skies, but it is this afternoon night 36 degrees. Chest space 70%. Chill city time string convention less than 1 inch possible tonight. Chet rain, snow before 8 p.m. and then slight chance of snow between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Cloud during the early evening. The gradual cool at a low on 25 degrees. West wind at about 3 to 7 mile an hour, just to 30%. New snow ratio less than half an inch possible for Tuesday. Sun sky with 33 and a low 16, northwest spot. 6 to 8 mile an hour for Wednesday. Most skies about 29, low 23 degrees, north about 6 miles an hour. And the snow starts Wednesday night, May after 11 p.m. And it'll be snow likely on Thursday before 10 a.m. Mostly cloud skies, and Wednesday night will be 23, and Thursday high will be 28, low 15, north about 13 to 16 mile an hour. Chest ratio 70% on Thursday. And Thursday night will be 15 with mostly cloudy and cold skies. And Friday, sunny and cold, high 28, low 13 degrees, north about 6 to 9 mile an hour. And for Saturday, most skies will be 33 and a low 21, night will wind coming to north around 5 mile an hour. And for Sunday, check rain and snow showers, mostly clouds at 41 degrees. Common given south around 6 mile in the afternoon, chance to 40%. Currently, the northern, it's 37 degrees and light rain. That's going for the bitter channel. New news what it is, December 14th, 2020 on a Monday evening, I'm Peter J. Wiggins. You have a good evening, goodbye. To stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. See you tomorrow at 5 o'clock for 5 o'clock quarter. You have a good afternoon.